Hey everyone, and welcome back to ButchyBoom. We're so glad you're here with us. We got a good show for you here. Listen, today's the first day that the Uber surcharges for Uber and Uber Eats deliveries went into effect. DoorDash has put one into effect as well, and not to be left behind is Lyft. They've also put one out. We're going to break all these down for you. What does it mean for the drivers? What does it mean for the passengers, the consumer? Stick around. We're going to get right to it. But before we get too far ahead, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it for you guys who are returning. If you're just coming, welcome. Thank you again so much. And everybody, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help the channel a lot. With that said, let's get right to it. Okay, so let's just start off with Lyft here really quick. Listen, Lyft has got probably one of the most simplest ones of all. Although they're a little vague as to when they're going to start putting this fuel surcharge in for riders. And it's most certain that the customer is going to be paying for it sometime next week, whatever that is. So sometime the week of the 21st, March 21st, 2022, I assume. They're going to be giving 55 cents back, like I said, to all the drivers, supposedly going right back to the driver, 100% of that. If you have their debit card, you can get additional 4 to 5% cash back. It's not a bad deal. It beats a lot of credit cards that are out there. Once you're signed up with the Lyft card, I think all your money has to go there forever and ever. It's a very hard thing to change it out of there. I don't know. You'll have to be the judge of that. Personally, I think I would just rather have my money go to the bank account. I'm not a big fan of Lyft in my area because they don't pay for long distance pickup fees and being rural. That's a real big bummer on my gas tank. So let's go ahead and take a look at Uber. Uber's pretty interesting. It started today, March 16th, 2022. They're giving drivers 45 to 55 cent surcharges for every drive or pickup that they make, every passenger they pick up. And for every delivery, 35 to 45 cents per delivery. Interesting thing that they've got going on. I wish that it was more static like Lyft. Lyft is straight up 55 cents, but that's neither here nor there. I also wish that both Uber and Lyft would follow my advice and don't charge it to the consumer, take it out of their profits, so we don't want to kill our market, right? But nope, neither one of them listened to me. So again, neither here nor there. The good thing with Uber is that they're going to be giving you the money the next day. So if you don't see it when you take your drive today, no worries, it'll be there the next day. So it all depends on what market you're in. And I guess that's, if your deliveries are closer together, you're probably going to be at the lower range. If you're the more rural, like we are here in Saratoga Springs, you're going to be probably on the higher end of things. I understand. I believe my area is to be 55 cents. I can't be sure. Don't hold me to that. And also, they have their debit card, and they're linked up with GetUpside. Their debit card's not as good when it comes to just regular everyday purchases. It's only 1% across the board, no matter what gas station or store you go to, except for mobile. If you go to mobile, they give you 10% back if you use the Uber driver debit card. What I do like about the mobile or the Uber driver debit card is, unlike the Lyft debit card or the DoorDash debit card that we're going to talk about in a minute, you can switch back and forth between bank accounts and your debit cards. In other words, if you want to put 50 bucks on your debit card and put the rest in your bank account, you can do that. You can do that through Instant Pay, or you can just let it go at the end of the week and it automatically deposits. But I do like the flexibility of switching back and forth between where do I want my money to go, debit card or bank account. And if you pair that up and stack it with the mobile app, you also get additional money back. So that's not so bad. Now, DoorDash. Where shall I begin, DoorDash? DoorDash is pretty bizarre. What they're claiming here is that somehow we can save or unlock extra earnings totaling an estimated $1.27 to $1.69 per gallon. And there's a little asterisk, and they're going to explain that below in this little notification. But the meat and potatoes of this is, if you drive 100 miles doing deliveries for DoorDash, and they're basing it on the estimated mileage when you first accept the trip, If you do 100 miles that way, they're going to give you an additional $5. You do 175 miles, that's $10. 225 miles, it's $15. And I believe that's in any given week. So it's just a little bizarre how they're doing that. I don't think it's fair across the board. If you only do, 1 or 2 or 3, even 4 deliveries a week, that's all the time that you have, you're really missing out on any of these bonuses. But there is a little bit of upside. And that's also, I guess, they're hooked up with the Get Upside. But that's besides the point. Or maybe they're not. It's Lyft. 10% cash back on gas they're promising through their Dasher Direct prepaid business Visa card. Now, that seems to be a pretty darn good deal if you're going to get 10% back no matter what gas station you go to. I guess normally it's 2% that they're giving you. They're going to increase it now to 10%, and they're doing this for the next 60 days. So I think that's a pretty darn good deal. What I don't like about the debit card is, as I was alluding to before, just like Lyft, I think it's impossible to change your payment from the, if you want to switch back and forth between having your money go to debit card or into your bank account. I think it's a real PIA, if you know what I'm talking about. And I say that because I'm having my issues right now. I'm new to DoorDash, let me just be clear. I've got 36 or so deliveries under my belt. I am struggling with it, to be honest with you. I moved since I first signed up for DoorDash. Forget about trying to change my address. They tell me I can't change my address forever and ever. So they had to do something in order for me to get a new welcome kit. It's a big rigmarole. Their customer service is horrible. I don't want to sit here and leak and complain about it. So I'm just going to keep moving on and keep this on the gas. If they're truly giving you 10% back at every gas station and you want to sign up for their debit card, knowing that you're not going to be able to switch it back from that debit card, and whatever fees are going to be associated with it, I don't know. 10% back is actually a pretty good deal. I just don't know if it's worth signing everything over like that. The good thing with DoorDash is they took my advice. They're not passing these fees on, or these surcharges that they're going to be giving, or whatever they're calling these, to the customer. Apparently they're taking care of it all. Bravo to them in that regard. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you continue to watch. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe. We're putting a lot of videos out. We're going live a lot. We're doing all kinds of things. So make sure you keep checking back with us. Thank you so much. And by the way, I just want to tell you that we've got videos coming out really soon. I mean, really, really soon. Geared towards drivers, delivery people, and yes, the consumer too. We're going to help everybody raise their ratings. We're going to explain the ins and outs of Uber and all the stuff behind the scenes that goes on. We got a lot to talk about, folks, so make sure that you keep checking back with us, all right? Thank you so much, and until the next time.